never dull. Today we're going to the beautiful country of Canada with Layla Rahmeh. Layla's philosophy and business model is that she wants you to rebrand your brilliance, embrace your narrative, redefine your identity, and reignite your personal brand. Well, it sounds like she's going to put you in a rotisserie oven, huh? She's going to get you up and moving. I'm so excited to talk to her about so many things. She is a woman that had to flee Syria and ended up migrating to Canada. She is the survivor of cancer. She has overcome and won the war against that big D called depression. She's been the founder of a couple of nonprofits that have helped people transition when they are coming from other countries. She's a businesswoman, a coach, and a lovely soul. Let's welcome her to the edge. How are you, Layla?
Oh, how sweet of you. That's like I'm hearing this and I'm like, oh my God, that's all me.
That's all you. That's all
Uh,
you.
Thank you so much, April. I am so privileged and honored to be here with you on your podcast. And it's just a real pleasure to be here. I'm doing very good. I'm doing fantastic and happy to be here.
Well, I'm telling you, you look like brand new money. And
Thank
that's
you.
a lot because that shows people that there is hope and there is resilience if you stick with it.
Yeah.
And it's all about a mindset and being conscious. Tell my brains a little bit about your story, your journey, and your truth.
Well, it's of course that what you said is very true. It's all about resilience and a mindset. You need to make a decision that you want to continue in this life. You're gonna stand up and you're gonna find your way. I'm not a big advocate for, oh, you have a fighter or that, like you'll be feisty and you'll be a fighter, but not to that attitude. I'm more about embracing life, accepting what comes, take advantage of even the bad moments in your life and try to reinvent them and take whatever you can of lessons learned from those hardships in your life and position them in a way that would serve you and continue living. Because whether you like it or not, we are living every day with hardship, with ease, with like things that are pretty or not or ugly. You're going to still be here. The sun is going to shine every day with or without you, and you're going to have a new day every 24 hours, and it's your choice. You want to be on the side, on the margin of life, or do you want to be in the center of life? And that is a decision to make. So I had to make that decision after feeling marginalized for a while, feeling victimized for a while, feeling as if I am non-existent. And then I made the choice and I had the decision. And it was over and over again, because as you said and you mentioned, I have survived different hardships in my life, starting by divorce at a younger age with a one child, being a single parent. Then after that, a little while after, I got cancer, try to survive that and trying to become again, like feeling victimized by cancer, and then becoming like the fighter and then the survivor. And every time I'm having a new title or a new tagline, that I feel that this is who I am now. And but this is not me. And then again, fleeing the war, becoming a refugee, immigrating, being a survivor. Every step that you go to, you can choose. Either you can fall down and be the victim, or you're going to stand and be the fighter and the survivor. And it wasn't easy. I'm not telling you that it is an easy process, and you
Oh, if
need
it
to
was,
do a
if
really.
it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah, well, everybody would have to do it at some point. They just need to find what's the motive.
It is a flight or fight response. A lot of people don't have the bandwidth. They just don't have it. You know, I look at people on television right now in these war torn countries. We'll pick, Palestine is the topic of the day. These people had nice homes and gardens and kids going to school. They don't want to have to flee with the clothes on their back, no money. Half of their families been killed, they're destroyed. They're moving to somewhere else. They have no relationships. People don't understand that. I get that. But then the responsibility of the communities of the world to onboard something that's, again, a stressor on them. I'm here in San Diego. It's not just Mexicans coming across the border, it's a lot of people to the
Yeah.
point where we're going to have to shut the border. You just can't take care of everyone. But you worked and founded not one, but two nonprofit organizations in the past that helped these people. Give us a little snapshot of what that looks like and some of the services that those nonprofits provided to the people in these communities.
Well, thank you for asking this question because this is something that I am very proud that I contributed to founding those organizations. One of them was focused on business immigrants, people who came to Canada to start a business, to start a life here. They have came with their choice to begin a new life with whatever idea that they have for their businesses. And it wasn't easy for them because coming from a different culture, different way of doing business, different approaches, they were trying to get by the new rules and regulations. They have some money that they want to invest and they need also to hire people. So it's a long process. And I've seen it because I was working at the time also with an organization here with the Chamber of Commerce, and I met with those people in different environments. And then after I left the chamber, I decided that I want to do something that is focused on helping them, not from just a supportive standpoint, but also navigating every step of the way of how they want to establish their businesses, what type of services they might need, connecting them with lawyers, with accountants, with realtors, whomever would be helping them in finding a location, doing the registration, having everything legalized, and making all their finance in place. So it was a real in-depth service to help those immigrants come in to do business in Canada. And it got me also into, introduced me to so many people from different cultures from downs and really enriched me. So it was a win-win for me because I was learning from them and I'm also trying to help them. And it wasn't only me, there was a group of other business immigrants that came before. So we together founded the, what we called it, the New Brunswick Business Immigrant Association. Then on the other side, there was another category of people, immigrants, who were really in big need to have help and support, where they were the immigrant women. A lot of immigrants came to Canada. They're either wives of either students, international students, or maybe investors or business people or people who chose to move here. Majority of them, the male or the man in the family is going out to work. The woman is left at home with the children, and sometimes is very isolated. She does not know the culture, maybe not knowing the language. If she needed any service, they don't know how to go and maneuver that or navigate those services. And the worst part of it, which was major concern at that time when we started, is that there was a lot of also violence among people that came from different countries. Maybe they were arranged marriages, they were not happy, they came here to something different. And when they go and seek services or support, from the local organizations, they're faced mostly with the answer, maybe this is cultural, we cannot help you. So they would decline the service either because the organization isn't afraid or concerned about interfering with something that it might be religious or cultural or of that sort. So, or they are not able to understand the language because there is a barrier. The woman is not able to communicate in English, or they do not have the service in that language. So we formed the Immigrant Women Association of New Brunswick that was mainly focused on providing services in translation for those women, whether it's something to regard to violence or health or reaching education or other services, reaching legal services, or even maybe for their children or making a community. So we had a lot of members that are speaking so many languages. We had almost about 20 something languages
Wow.
spoken within the organization. So if anybody is in need for help or support, we will go and do the translation for them, all voluntarily, and also to give them support into what are the resources, the numbers, the association that would help them to build a community with their children and their families as
That's so
well.
important because when you come to a new neighborhood, Brains, you don't even have to go to a foreign country. You're at a loss, making
Yeah.
friends, just someone to smile because you're shielded. You don't know how you're going to be received or perceived because
Mm-hmm.
it is a huge cultural difference. But you were able to embrace all of that, do that great work, and then you got the diagnosis of cancer.
Well, cancer was before actually. Cancer was when I was back home.
Oh,
It was,
wow.
yeah, it was before even I fled my country. And I'm happy that I am clear and survived, but I was at a really late stage because I was working really, really hard, long hours. I wasn't noticing my health. And it was a later stage. The doctors did not think that I would survive. And actually, I've been, um, I got a near death experience that I did not think that I will make it. But then again, that's what I always say. It depends on what really brings you back to life. It's a decision, whether you're depressed or you're sad or you have cancer or any other disease or any other hardship in your life. It's a choice. Either you want to you want to give up and surrender to whatever comes, or you're going to say, is there still something in me that I could do, or there's something more to give to life or life to give to me? And it was a choice mainly at the time because I had a younger child and I was a single parent and she needed me and I did not want to leave her behind. And I was like, what am I doing here? I cannot let this kill me.
Mm.
And then I had to fight it. It wasn't an easy like really battle with cancer, but I made it. It took me a year to get over it, but I made it. And the turmoil of feeling sick and looking at yourself in the mirror, looking at your hair gone, you look different. You are also, after the cancer, you get the cortisone, and then you have that, what do you call that, moon phase. And then you look at yourself, I was like, I'm never going to be back again to who I was. And it was a huge transformation in my personality and my view to life after I survived. Through it and after it, it was really a big transformation because what I perceived life to be before was totally different than after I survived cancer.
Well, you're looking at it with a fresh pair of eyes, new lenses,
Yeah.
and you realize that okay, you've had cancer, you've went through this, you've had a near death experience, you're a single parent, you have your child, and now you have to flee your country. Again, that's all
Yes.
about rebrand your brilliance. So I see exactly, embrace the narrative, redefine your identity, and reignite your personal brand. So now you're taking all of this wisdom, uh, these difficulties that you've condensed them, and now you say, you know what? Let's rewrite the script. Let's
Yeah.
create a new narrative for ourselves. Tell us a little bit about your business and what you're doing now.
Well, I am glad that you asked me because this is something that I am really extremely passionate about. I came to this business idea actually out of just being doing this every day. I think I have been doing this maybe since I overcome my cancer, and then I came to the country here feeling that I don't know who I am anymore.
Mm,
And going through that, when you just don't know who you are in a new place, and then feeling the loss of belonging, was very, very tough. That it got me into depression. And as you said, coming out of all these, I needed to change my mindset. And it all starts by a decision. You would have to look, and I feel sometimes I tell people, you need to let yourself go to the deep bottom before you can pull yourself up. Because if you don't take your time going into all the fear and facing the fear and jump into the fear and all the scary things that you're going to face, because you cannot just keep running away. It will hunt you if you don't go and face it. So you have to go too deep to get where you feel is your worst nightmare, and then find how you're going to overcome that and then pull yourself up. And then you would have to change your mindset. Either you're going to think, I am a victim and this is the end of my life, or you're going to say, what did I learn from this? How can I make this life better and make it life that I deserve? And then think about it in a different way and rewrite really how you want to live your life and make that decision. So you need also to get back, and this is one thing that I do in the program that I do for Rebranding Your Brilliance, whether it's on a one-on-one or the group course, is that you need to go back and see what are your values, because among all these ups and downs and that all this roller coaster that you face in life, people might not have all of the things that I went through. Maybe one thing is enough to make them feel crushed. People will go divorce, change of job, loss of somebody they love, things happen in life. That's how life is. But it is all about what values you keep and what values you gain. Because sometimes what we believe, because when I came to this country, I had some values in my mind, some thoughts and beliefs that I carried with me. But then I learned new things, and I learned to look at life in different perspective. And the hardship that we face teaches different things about ourselves, first thing, and about others, and about how to react, how to act and react. And you just need to know, to go deep and say, who am I? What am I passionate about? What drives me? What are my values? What do I believe in? What is the right or wrong for me? Who can I deal with? What is my vibration? Where I'm standing in this life? What do I want to attract? And then go to there and see what does not serve me anymore. What beliefs that were like keeping me drowning down, and I need to get rid of them, and do like an inventory of all of those things. Then
mm,
you gotta go to the next level and say, what are the skills that I have? Because most times when you're depressed, it's because you feel that you are helpless and useless, and there's nothing you could do. That it's everything is running away from you,
right.
like
You
life.
have nothing to contribute.
Exactly. And then when you go into the inventory of your skills and say, I can do this and that, and I'm good at this and that, and then you put them down and say, where did I use these? How did this help me? And go also back into the pattern. What are the things that I've done in past life that was good to me? And what are the things that I've done that gave me, like harmed me, or gave me really bad results, or it had a bad impact? And then you do that. It's just an exercise, literally an exercise. It might take a day, it might take a week, it might take longer time. But you need to do that. And then you go all on paper and write it all, and then bring that together to say, what is my mission in this life? What I represent? How do I want to shape my life? And write that. There are so many exercises that I do with my clients that I help, is that you just have to look at yourself a year from now, 10 years from now, write the script of what the life that you envision for yourself, and feel it and live it. Then
Exactly.
if you feel, I do not deserve to be in a corner suffering by myself with no friends, no connection, sick and needing help and feeling
Yeah.
bad about myself,
And
I
that's
don't want
all
to.
about the manifestation. That brains, let me tell you, was heavy. That was the golden ticket right there because she broke it down what manifestation really is. People think it's a vision board. They think it's
Yeah,
abracadabra, and it's not. You've got to do the work. You've got to pull back the layers. You've got to show yourself what it is you've been hiding. You've got to live in where you are now, and you've got to project and plan for the future. Now, the future
exactly.
is not promised, the past is gone, and all you have is the present. So continue to work in that space,
Mhm.
maximize that space. It doesn't have to be a small container, you know,
No, exactly.
it could be an ocean of dreams, but you have to keep dreaming and you have to be around the right people, circle of influence. Have a coach like Layla, someone there that is going to hold your hand. She can't change you. You still have to do the work. I tell you that every day. You still have to show up. However, she is not going to judge you. She may be hard on you, but that's what you need. That's how you edit, filter, and adjust. If you want a marshmallow, then just continue to be and do what you're doing and see how that's working for you. So you have done all these amazing things, but let's ask some fun questions about you.
Okay.
What is your superpower?
Caring for people.
Mm,
I think I care too much,
no,
but I love that about myself. I wouldn't change it a bit.
you can never care too much, but if caring is caring or caring, then that's enabling. But to care for someone, to nurture, to be there, to answer a phone call, to answer a question, to love, to hold space, never too much. So never
Yeah.
think that it's too much. If you were an appliance in the kitchen, what appliance would you be?
That's a good question. What would I be? Um, I'd like to say the coffee maker because I love coffee maker, but in my life, I am mostly the dishwasher.
You're my favorite friend because I don't like to do the dishes. I think today I'd probably be the juicer
Oh, really? Oh,
because
that's
it's fresh, it's squeezed, but the purity that you get out of it cleanse your body, and it tastes good. So I think that I would be that. If
yeah.
you
I think
were a
so.
sports car, what kind of car would you be?
What kind of car? That's what go into the branding. Because if it was about 10 years ago, I would be a Ferrari because I was like fast and nothing gonna stop me.
Mm,
Uh, but now I feel that I would be maybe any reliable four-wheel car, like
yeah.
not necessarily a brand, because I am more reliable, practical, and really sturdy on the road. I know where I'm heading. I'm taking my time. I'm not slow, but I'm taking my time driving, and I'm very reliable.
And you'd probably be electric because you're sustainable and renewable. If you were a flower in the garden, what flower would you be?
Oh, that is in a heartbeat. I'm a sunflower. And my sunflower is my flower. And on all my presentations, I always have a sunflower, because my tagline would be, everybody is a sunflower. You are the sunflower that is radiating, absorbing the light from the sun and radiating it. And the other thing is, my um what do you call that, the analogy is that you have those petals of the sunflower are all the personas that you play in your life, or all the roles that you play in your life. Your mother, your daughter, your employer, you're a coach, you're a entrepreneur, whatever you are. But in the core, you're the head. So those petals can fall, but if you take care of the head with the core, who you really are, you can carry all those beautifully, and you can play them really, really beautifully. So that's why I love the sunflower, because it has a lot of petals and it's always
A lot of
radiating
yellow,
and go where
and
you need
it provides food, nourishment. It's bright, it's full. So all of that resonates with me when I look at you. And in closing, Layla, what do you want your legacy to be?
I would want to hear, even after I pass from this life, that people would say she had an impact on me, whether I inspire them or I really help them change their life for the better. I just want to have a good impact, a positive impact on people. And that's what I want to be.
Well, your story is definitely impactful, insightful, and reigniting. Tell my brains how to get in contact with you, how to work with you, how to follow you on social media.
As you can see from the background, my program is Rebrand Your Brilliance. They can find me on Facebook through the group Rebrand Your Brilliance. And they can find me also on Facebook, Layla Rahmeh. I'm wearing something similar to this in the picture. And they can also find me on my website. It is actually under construction right now, but they can send an email to subscribe for the website. It is www.laylarahmeh. And they can send me an email on coach@laylarahmeh.com.
Brains, we're going to put all of her contact information there in the back. Call and have a consultation. If you are a person that is ready to light that fire up under that kettle and get it going, you've been sitting there like lunch meat, like a big old piece of bologna, just doing nothing. But you heard this interview and you said, wow, if she can do it, if I could just overcome one of the things that she's overcome, it'll be a success. I'm sure that she would love to spend some time with you, do an assessment, possibly work with you moving forward. If you are interested in getting more details about some of the organizations that she's worked with, please contact her, because there's a lot of people that need help right now. A lot. Not just in Canada, but across the world. It just seems like it's shrinking on us. But if we have someone to support us and get us back on our feet, it's going to be hugely successful. Thank you so much, Layla, for being here with us on the Edge Brains. Go in and love, like, share, and subscribe. Love, like, share, and subscribe. Share this with a friend. Go in, follow Layla, and look at some of the other content that she has out there. It's so much information. I think that you will not be underwhelmed, but overwhelmed. Thank you so much for being here with us. Come back and visit us again. Okay.
I will, for sure. Thank you so much, April. It was a pleasure being here with you.
All right, brain, sit up straight, take a deep breath, pull your head up, stick your chest out, and have a good day.
Bye.